Raina Mermaid here, doing a behind the scenes look at getting ready for a mermaid gig. I'm going to show you my whole process and stuff I bring and some of the goodies I've got for mermaid business. Alright, so I have here a list, which I'm going to type up at some point, and this is my checklist that I use for every gig, and it tells me all the things I need. So the first thing on my list is that my cameras are charged, I have batteries in them and ready, and I have 2 SD cards per camera. Part of the packages that we offer are photography services, so underwater photography and above water photography, obviously, and videos. So we've got our lenses here ready to go. Make sure I've got them here. A camera bag is really essential if you're gonna, offer services like this. SD cards, extra ones, are in here. I can feel them in there. I always check. Now the SD card is already in this, and the battery's being charged. So we've got our camera packed up, and obviously I'm holding the underwater camera because it's the one for video. Next thing on my list, 2 backup tops. So here on my bed, I have the 2 main tops that Mermaid Emma and I wear, but I'm going to pack a bag with extra tops just in case, because I once had a top break in front of a bunch of dads who, instead of helping me, all ran and got their phones and their cameras. So I'm going to go grab my backup tops achieved. So in this bag I have my scale top made by Merbella's, and I have a seashell top made by Mermaid Sydney. This is a reusable bag, and we put it in the tote here. And I'll probably put things in this bag that I won't end up using. I always bring extra stuff just in case. So let's see what else is on the list. Okay, 2 backup tops, 2 belts. So we have the belt getting ready here to go. This is Mermaid Emma's belt, which people saw on Facebook and they loved it, and they asked me if I was going to be making more, and the answer is no. I'm not going to make stuff to sell because I really don't know what I'm doing, and as you can see, through my best intentions, it didn't matter. All the lovely things I hung off of it came off. Even though I used really good wire and stuff like that, it all came off. Anyway, what a bummer. So we got Mermaid Emma's belt in there. We're going to put my belt in there next. My belt is a weight belt, so it's a little bit heavier. Noreen made it for me, and it's got a little bit of wear and tear. But I got some E600, and I'm using that on it to fix it up. I just use it like 3 and 4 times a week, so for hours at a time, so it ends up pretty worn out. Alright, so we've got the 2 belts in there. Makes it a little heavy. Next thing on my list, earplugs. I wear earplugs, special earplugs, because I end up with ear infections really easily because of my illness. So as you can see, these are made by Speedo, and it's just a little piece of malleable silicone that you can pull apart, flatten into your ears. It's clear and nobody ever notices it. You can't equalize with them, but when I do birthday party gigs, the pools are usually, very shallow. I don't need to go super deep and equalize my ears with these. Never wear earplugs in the hopes of being able to equalize at depths, because you will burst your eardrum. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to stick that in my camera bag. Right there. Okay. Emma's neoprene socks and extra socks. Alright, so here's the deal. She borrows my mermaid tail. It does not fit her in the feet. It fits her everywhere else, but I have big feet, and it was made to my measurements. I wear size 9 feet. So she puts these fluffy socks on first. And then we got her these lovely neoprene booties. And as you can see, they're gripped on the bottom, and it helps her keep her feet in the foot pockets of the tail because the monofin that's in there is too big for her. And between these 2 things, she's all good. I'm not going to pack them yet because Mertender Sean's going to modify them with some Velcro and some super glue to stay inside the monofin a little easier. So I'm just going to stick that there for now. Alright, next thing, 4 to 6 towels. I always bring a lot. I learned the hard way that you need to have a lot of towels, not just 1 each, because you get soaked, and sometimes you don't want to sit on the floor of a bathroom changing or something, or for whatever reason you just need a lot. So 4 to 6 towels. Reusable bags for wet clothes, so I always bring an empty reusable bag to put our wet stuff into when we change. A dry change of clothes, and in brackets you'll see their underwear, because sometimes I forget about underwear. I always pack stuff that I can afford to lose if it ends up getting lost. And I always pack stuff that is easy to put on. So I have not very pretty nude panties here in case I lose them. I have a pair of tights because they're easy to get on, and a dress. And the reason I pack a dress is that I can pull a dress over my shell bra and then take my shell bra off. You never know, sometimes stuff just doesn't work out and you don't have a great place to change, and you may have to change somewhere public. So by throwing a dress on over my mermaid stuff, I can take my mermaid stuff off kind of inconspicuously. So that's going to all get packed up. Next thing on the list is baby oil and leg cream. We use this to lubricate our feet, ankles, toes, and legs so we can get into the tails. Silicone is not very porous, which is really nice. So you can use stuff like this without it hurting it. I use the hypoallergenic unscented stuff. And I don't really need the baby oil. My tail, I've lost some weight, so my tail goes on actually too easy. But I bring that from Mermaid Emma because she has a hard time getting into the tail. And I just have just Life brand dry skin cream, fragrance free, really good stuff, a lot of all natural ingredients, and it doesn't hurt the it doesn't hurt the silicone. You know, all these years later, and you think I would remember what my tail's made out of? I think I just said the same things for too long. So there we go, we got that there. What else we got on here? Mermaid Treasure sticker and glitter. I don't need those for this gig. Sunscreen, I don't need that for this gig. Hairbrush, shampoo, and soap. Touche! I do need those. Again, I never pack anything I can't afford to lose. So this is the natural soap that I use that is scent-free and all natural. It's a little expensive, but I go through a lot of it, so we'll stick that in there. I bring a comb instead of a brush. I don't want to lose my stuff. And some argan oil stuff for my hair before I go into the pool so the chlorine doesn't kill it, and for when I come out of the pool. Next thing, dry accessories for parties, crowns, bracelets, that sort of stuff. I don't need those for this gig. Lock for lockers, I've got it here, but I don't need it for this gig. Did the client pay for extra? I always double check. I put that on my list of checklists just so I remember to go through their email one more time and make sure I have everything they need. Some people want an invoice in person, even though I mail them to them. Sometimes I bring eardrops. But I'm not going to do that this time because this is just a really short 1-hour swim gig with photos. A couple extra things that aren't on my list that you can bring with you. Bring business cards. Right now I'm pretty booked up, so I'm not too worried about networking for future gigs. But you can still bring stuff like that. It's helpful to have. I've got a little mini tripod here. These are great. They're only a couple bucks, perfect for your underwater cameras if you want to set it up on the bottom of the pool so it takes footage of the kids swimming or what have you. And then I just set up everything I'm going to need tomorrow. So we wear our tops and our bathing suit bottoms underneath our clothing to the location that we go to, and then we change into our tails. Sometimes we go into the pool first before the kids arrive. Sometimes we go into a family change room and we lock it. We use it for the time that it takes us to get ready. We have it down to 5 minutes, and staff are always really great about that, and everyone's always told beforehand. It's always like organized, so you should be calling ahead and making those arrangements or having a client do that for you, because you don't want the kids seeing you change into or out of your costume. So that stuff is ready for tomorrow. This is part of our photo stuff. It's just a light reflector and a diffuser. Over here I've got my jewelry. We want to pick out what we're taking for the day, and I'm rearranging my room here because I was doing a photo shoot in the empty space you see there. This isn't normally crammed over here by the awesome bookshelf. So I picked out these earrings for me tomorrow, made by the lovely Lorelei. Oh, so lovely. There you go. She made these for me, and they're already instantly better than anything I've ever made. So I'm going to be wearing those tomorrow, and Mermaid Emma's going to be wearing these ones that I made. So I'm going to take that. We don't need our crowns, but we will be taking some necklaces. And this is just something I got at a fabric store that you would put like on curtains, and I turned it into a necklace because I love it. And I'll take a bracelet that stays on in the water. And I've got some more necklaces hanging up on the wall here, so we'll pick out some of those. Always get the makeup ready beforehand so we know what we're using and we're ready to go. Alright, so I've shown this before, but I'll show it again. The brand of stuff that I use is called Aqua, and it's really great Makeup Forever stuff that you can use. This is the sealer that you can put over any makeup that isn't already waterproof, and I bought this over a year ago, and there's still almost half of it left, because you only need a tiny little bit. I get asked all the time about this. I talk about it in another video. I show you how to put it on in another video. We use our Mermaid minerals, and Lucky Penny is our favorite color to use. We have some Makeup Forever cream, aqua liner, and we do have a waterproof mascara right here. You want actually something like this is made for going underwater. It's not just splash proof. It's made for underwater ballet stuff. This is Makeup Minerals Eyeline. It turns any eyeliner, or really pretty much anything that you put on it, waterproof, so I'll use it sometimes with Mermaid Minerals to add details. This is just a Clinique blush that we use sometimes. And so I just have that all set up for when we're going to use it, and it's going to be great. And that's how I get ready for a mermaid gig, and tomorrow will be fun.